Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Makyam. Kahala Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS. Rule well, right, and teach well, taught me this truth. Okay, and the sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect, Akim out there who are pushing this word in sincerity and in faith. Alright, may Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha Rakak Wadash have mercy upon you sincere brothers out there. Okay, and shalom to you few sisters. Alright, so this is a very short video. It's actually a correction video based on my name. So Salakia, it's actually pronounced Gawar. Gawar Ira, not Gayar Ira. Now, I seen a video that the elder brother out there in South Carolina did, and he had a list of names, and just going down the names, I saw Gayar, which I must have either wrote it down wrong or something to that effect. But in this current video right here, the elder Yashawamba of the Dallas camp goes into the word for stranger, sojourner, and he pronounced it Gawar. So that's what I'm going to go with through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, and just be edified, and just correct it. And not to say that the elder brother out there in South Carolina, made a mistake, because it was a list. It wasn't a list that he wrote. It was just a list of names and phrases and whatnot. So it could have just been a what you call a clerical error, because he didn't write it down. It was just a list that I guess maybe a brother had, or somebody made. So I'm gonna just go to the point of the Elder Yashwamba's video. His YouTube channel is Remnant Saved 144, and also Remnant Saved 144 Ba. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Stranger is used then to make sense of it. This is Exodus 2 and 22, as Moses is in the land of Midian. Okay. This is Exodus 2 and 22. He has a child with one of the daughters of that Midianite priest Jethro. Okay, Exodus 2 and 22. And she bare him a son and called his name Gershom. And he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land. So does this mean Moses was not of the tribe of Levi because he's ultimately a stranger in a strange land? No, he's still an Israelite of the tribe of Levi, and he had a son and called his name Gershom. All right, and when you look that up,
which that would be the English way of saying it. When I first came into the truth, I saw that. Okay, Gershom. So you're thinking, okay, that's your name, until a brother, corrected me on it, and was like, okay, that's not the English and the Hebrew are different,
real quick, Gershom or Garsham, foreigner. Okay, this was first Moses' son by Zipporah. Okay,
and Salakia, but my legal name in Greek means foreigner, stranger. So upon that, I'm looking for the for the name and whatnot. And at the time, I didn't really know about the blue letter. Like I said, I winded up watching a video that the elder brother out there, Manat Zatba, did. And it was just a list of names and phrases. And, one of them said Gayar. And I believe it said stranger, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while, so it's, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, it is Gawar Ira. Okay. Ira meaning awake. So a foreigner awakened. Okay, and the Lord, us coming into this truth, the Lord is assembling us. He's putting the breath in us, the skin, he's joining our bones together. He's assembling his men, and it's going to go into that also.
And he's still a Levite, but what? He was born in a strange land. Okay, Garsham. And you get Isaiah the 14th chapter real quick. Just a little quick note. Isaiah the 14th chapter, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet again choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. All right, because of course you have the 144 and you have the large multitude. Okay, that word strangers, it's not talking about actual heathen. All right, because that joined, okay, is ultimately that second covenant. Okay, but that word stranger, as you can see, is gar, sojourner, temporary inhabitant, newcomer, lacking inherited rights. And due to that failure of the first covenant, we didn't have those inherited rights. But through Yahweh Shai, which we'll get into, we now are promised inheritance of that promised land. All right, of foreigners in Israel through conceded rights. You can go here, Gawar, to sojourn, to seek hospitality.
So Gawar, right? It says here to seek hospitality with, to assemble oneself. So through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord, is assembling us. And hey, call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right, he's gathering us together. Okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
With, okay, and 144 will be the governing body, and then you're going to have that large multitude, which are Israelites, join with them. Okay? Now, you seen that name was Gar, but ultimately that's tied to this name Garsham. All right, Garsham, which is ultimately what we just read, a foreigner. All right, but Garsham is still a Levite. Okay? All right, Garsham, which is ultimately what we just read, a foreigner. All right, but Garsham is still a Levite. Okay? He's still a Levite. As a matter of fact, let's just type in his name. Right here. Let's see here. Yep. First Chronicles 23 and 14. Now concerning Moses, the man of God, his sons were named of the tribe of Levi. All right, but at the same time, he's likened unto a stranger. Why? Because he was born in a strange land. So we here who are in Babylon,
it's like it, just like us, just like us, we're born like the elder is about to go into. We're born in a place that we don't understand. Our whole entire heritage, everything was stripped and taken away from us.
Babylon the Great and scattered throughout these various different captivities. We can be likened unto strangers, though we're still the physical seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. The sons of Moses were Gershom. All right. Eliezer. All right. Eleazar. All right. And so forth. So that cuts that. Now, going back to Leviticus, the 25th chapter, or Leviticus, the 19th chapter. All right. Here you see the term stranger. If a stranger sojourns with you in your land, ye shall not vex him. Because that was a thing. If you weren't born amongst a particular family, okay, people will look at you some type of way. But the Lord is saying, the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you. Why? Because he is your brother. He's of your family. He was just born abroad. And thou shalt love him as thyself. So Christians will use this to say, see, well, God is saying you should love the strangers. Although in the whole Old Testament, there's wars we had with these different heathen. Okay, under the throne of David, these heathen were in subject, okay, and beat down, never on the same level, right? When David beat down the heathen and Solomon had that 40 years of peace, the heathen were never on the same level. Although Solomon did deal fairly with them, they were still in subject, okay? And the one and true government was the Israelites. As a matter of fact, when you get Isaiah, let's get that, the 65th chapter in the kingdom of heaven. Let's see here. Isaiah 61:9, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, that they are the seed which Yahweh hath blessed. So there's going to be a separation even in the kingdom. Okay, now let's make a few more points here. Let's get the book of Leviticus, the 25th chapter. All right, to show you that there's two different kind of strangers. Okay, Leviticus, the 25th chapter, in the 35th verse, it says, and if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay, let's see here, with thee, then shalt thou relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger. Just speaking of your brother. Let's look up the word brother. Okay, ach, okay, ach, brother, kinship, relative, same tribe, the word brother. Okay, ach, okay, ach, brother, kinship, relative, same tribe. It could be a kinship, it can be of the same tribe, it can be of another tribe, but it's a relative. And you have kinship.
And you see that, where it says B right here it says half brother, which that's going off, right? That's going off. Because you are what your father is.
Because what? You're of the same nation. It's not talking about actual heathen. So right here it says, and if thy brother be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him, yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner. All right? That he may live with thee. Right here it says, take thou no usury of him or increase, but fear thy God, that thy brother may live with thee. So you would take him in. That's a custom in ancient Israel. Okay? Even at the time of Elisha or Elijah, all right, where there was a famine, okay, there were particular points where particular other Israelites allowed them to sleep, on their couches, or took them in, fed them. That's an ancient custom. But it says here, thou shalt take no usury of him or increase. So you don't use that as an opportunity, all right, to come up. But you can do that to an actual heathen, which is also known as a stranger. We'll get that. Take thou no usury of him. And what is usury? All right, when you loan someone something, but you charge them interest, okay, when they pay you back. And that's how Esau's banking system in a whole wicked manner operates. That's a whole nother lesson for a whole nother time. Or increase, so you don't use this as a situation where you come up, because it's your brother, but fear thy God, that thy brother may live with thee, so that he can be put in a better position when he leaves your house to increase. Thou shalt not give him money upon usury, nor lend him victuals for increase. See that? So when you jump to Deuteronomy 23 and 20, as you can see here, let's start at 19. It says, thou shalt not lend usury upon thy brother, usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury. You see? So there's two different terms. All right, there's going to be the same term in the car as we look it up. All right, but you have to be spiritually discerned in the scriptures on when it's talking about an actual Israelite and when it's talking about a heathen. Unto a stranger thou mayest lend upon usury, but unto thy brother thou shalt not lend usury. So your brother can be known as a stranger as well. All right, that the Lord God may bless thee in all that thou settest thine hand to do in the land whither thou goest to possess it. So upon a stranger you can actually lend usury and come up off of him. You can even feed that which dieth of itself, as long as it's a lawful animal, to the heathen, because we're not going to be feeding the heathen pig. How are we going to teach them the law, statutes, and commandments, but we're going to feed them, all right, ultimately unclean foods? No, they're going to be required to eat clean foods, but if an animal dieth of itself, we're not supposed to eat that, but we'll be able to feed it to the heathen. Okay? See that? You shall in no wise eat of it. All right, Leviticus 7 and 24. The fat of the beast that dieth of itself, the fat, yada, 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 may be used in other use, but ye shall in no wise eat it. Leviticus 22 and 8. That which dieth of itself, or is torn with beast, shall not eat to devour himself therein with. Okay, but there's a scripture where you can give that food that's forbidden to eat for you as an Israelite to a stranger. Here it is, Deuteronomy 14 and 21. Ye shall not eat of anything that dieth of itself. Thou shalt give it unto the stranger that is in thy gates. All right? So we'll be able to give that to a heathen, but to our own brother, no. That he may eat it, or thou mayest sell it unto an alien. So right here, we just proved that an alien or a stranger can be an Israelite or an actual heathen. You just have to spiritually discern.
That's right. That's right. That's absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to go into a couple of precepts. All right, so this is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. All right, speaking of the Israelites. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. You know, us being activated, so to speak, you know. Verse 7, So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind, prophecy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live. Yeah, because us not knowing who we are, us, just basically just, being down here on the earth, basically have no breath, right? It speaks in the scriptures about our heritage being taken away from us, right? And that's why basically when you take away a man's heritage, you basically killing him, right? Spiritually, you killing him. Okay, verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. All right, so the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, through the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, coming directly from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what has caused us to stand upon our feet, right? The words coming from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? The Spirit, the Rakah Kodash, working with us, the Holy Spirit working with us, the Lord's will, it continues to work with you, sincere brothers. Lord's will, the Spirit, as I perceive, working with me to make this correction video through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because there's always things that you learn, Verse 11, then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you. And ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. Amen. And that's absolutely beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Let me read that again. Ezekiel 37:14. And shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. So that's how we live. We can we're only alive through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. These people are dead. Right? We around a bunch of fucking zombies. Okay? Excuse my language. It says, and I shall place you in your own land. Okay? So that's our end result. Our end result is us being, right, in the land of Israel. Perfect. Okay, then shall ye know that I, the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord. That's why we're going to be calling out to the Lord, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Alright? I'm going to continue to read down. And I said this was going to be a short video, but hey, that's the spirit. It says, verse 15, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. So you got the southern kingdom, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. Which, once again, is also Israel, the northern kingdom. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Speaking about the names of the children of Israel. When you have that sign out there, you out there prophesying, people always say that. Well, who is that? What does that mean? All right. It says, verse 19, it says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, right? It says, in the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. And that southern and northern kingdom coming together, man, hey, that's really you heathens' downfall. That's really what's making you so upset. Okay, verse 20, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen. All right? So those, you have two different types of foreigners. You have the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad, and then you have the actual heathen. Okay, whither they be gone in Salakia, but through the Spirit, I was just thinking about how when Paul was on the scene, okay, you had Israelites who had face tattoos, right? They were some of them were Moes, some of them, all they ever ate was abominable foods, and to not only, to the Israelites who knew that they were Israelites, did they look like strangers, right? But the Lord basically considered them a stranger prior to them, coming into the truth of understanding who they are, being the children of Israel, right? Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And continuing on to verse 22. And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations. Neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Beautiful. Verse 23, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, it will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. So the Lord's going to set up. That's why the Lord has Yahushai, to be our king, man. And then you have David, right? Who's also going to be in the kingdom. Okay? He's going to serve as a king because, brothers are going to be like mini kings. And the top king, okay? The absolute top king, okay? You have Yahweh, then you have Yahushai, okay? And then you have King David, and so on and so forth. However, the Lord is going to rank it, but we know that that's how it's going to be. We know that we're constantly learning about that. Okay, Yahushai, okay, and then King David, and then who comes in after that. Okay, now our individuals going to have a number written on them. Okay, knowing who ranks higher than the other. No, but we know through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that number 1, Yahweh, number 2, Yahushai, okay, number 3, King David. Okay, it says, and David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall have one shepherd, and they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Beautiful. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them. I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. So, that's that covenant, man. Us being perfect, okay, up under Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Okay, then he's gonna do what? Set up King David, right? the 144,000. It's beautiful. Verse 27, my tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people. Woo! So like I said, the 144,000, the 1/3. Hell, even the 2/3. Even the 2/3. They're going to be born through the loins of the elect. They're going to be all right. That's beautiful, man. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's beautiful. That even though you, in Lord's will, none of you brothers are part of that number. So I'm go ahead and say that even if you get hit with a nuke, like if I'm not of the elect, let's say I get hit with a damn nuke. Hey, I know I'm an Israelite, so you're going to come through the loins of the elect. That's something beautiful to know. Now, of course, we want to be the elect. Okay, we want to be the elect. We are the hopeful elect. We not just going to, get a participation award. That's not what we want. We want to win. We want to be number one, so we have to strive for that. We have to strive for greatness, so to speak. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 28. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. So the Lord is going to set up, he's going to have that that ranking system, so to speak, set that up in the face of these heathen. So you're not going to have, just some Moabite, no, I'm on top. No, man, none of that's going to happen. Okay? It's gonna be beautiful, man. See the heathen in subjection. To see our people how they're supposed to be. Continuing. Actually, Salakia. Let me just start off at the beginning again. Ezekiel 37 and 28. And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. So once again, the 144,000, the 1/3. Okay, and the 2/3 that are born through the loins of the elect. That's what we have to look forward to, The Lord setting us up. So, once again, the video is a bit long. I said it was going to be short, but hey, what do I know? It's all about what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wants, man. So Lord's will, okay, you are edified. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. The water Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Ha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well and teach well, and sincere salutations to you hopeful elect. All right, scattered abroad throughout the four winds of the earth. Okay, to you I say shalom. To you, few sisters. Okay, shalom. All right, this is your brother Gawar Ira. And correction is beautiful. Tawada Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Hey, in Lord's will, this is sooner than later. Hey, we can see it, man. We can see it. We are this close. Okay. Hey, the MOT to the bizzle, that's about to drop. And after that, this thing is really gonna get to rolling. Okay, we have to look forward to that. We have to look forward to us being in the kingdom up under Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's something to look forward to. We cannot forget that vision, brothers. It's coming. It's coming. We have to constantly think about the kingdom. Us being in the kingdom. We can't let that slip away. That's why it's beautiful. Hey, the water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that, the Spirit has been on brothers to put up these drawings of the Most High Son. It is really I've been boosting up my faith through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? It's beautiful. I'm actually, and through the spirit, I'm gonna do a video on that. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick video on that. So call Halal Yahweh Shem Shai by Hashem Harakah Kodash. Once again, double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Double honors. All right, and a sincere salutations to you, hopeful elect out there. All right, stay prayed up, stay in the spirit. Shalom.